year and a half ago that I would tell this on a stream, and I never did.
I'm gonna follow your story with this. I'm gonna follow your story with my I don't know why I actually come on and say these, but it's just for your entertainment. But when I started stealing.
Okay. What? Ooh.
And I'll tell you what did it started with.
Okay, maybe yours will jump off of mine because I got mugged.
All right.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this is my mugging story that people have been asking me to tell for like forever now. Okay, so I was 12 years old. My parents wanted my brother and I. We were gonna go to the movies. My parents wanted my brother and I to go see the same movie, so we were gonna go see like Big Crush, starring like Owen Wilson and Morgan Freeman or something like that. Whatever it was called, I don't know what it was called.
Blue Crush.
No, it wasn't Blue Crush that surfing movie. Yeah, it wasn't called that. It was like Big Crush. Although it had a beachy theme.
With the girl from Resident Evil and
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah. But so I wanted to go see Win a Date with Tad Hamilton, and with Topher Grace and that dude from Transformers.
Topher Grace.
My brother went to go see Butterfly Effect, and so I go see, which I couldn't have seen because it was rated R. So he went and saw that. I went and saw Win a Date with Tad Hamilton, and my movie let out before his. So I ended up leaving. The theater was closed. It was like 12 o'clock at night. You Got Served just premiered that night. That was the opening night for You Got Served. And this was all in Garner, North Carolina, which was a really ghetto area. So there was a lot of like ghetto people there, like a lot of thugs.
First of all, before you continue with that one, I'm gonna stop and keep plus. I like how we started using the word ghetto. At first it was like taboo, and now we're just like,
I'm not just saying black people. I'm saying everybody, like ghetto. I'm just saying ghetto thuggish people.
Big. A lot of people don't get it.
Because you Got Served was like a big, huge dance movie, and it was like, oh shit, we're going to see You Got Served. And God, sir. Yeah, oh my God. So, a couple times we had gone before, like, I would come out of a movie and my brother would go to the bathroom or whatever, and then he'd go straight to the car. So I was like, okay, maybe his movie got out. I didn't know my movie got out before his. Maybe his got out, he's at the car. So I went out the side entrance. We had parked on the side of the theater. Went to the car, he wasn't there, so I'm like, oh, okay, shit. So I go to the front of the theater. They locked the doors after the last movie starts showing. So I couldn't get into the theater. There was a group of kids in there, but they weren't letting me in. They were just sitting there talking. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll go wait by the car in this ghetto area at 12 o'clock at night in the low-lit side of the movie theater. So I go over there. I'm just standing there, like
begging for it.
This group of people walk by me, and like they're coming up, and I get kind of nervous because I'm like, holy shit, this is a big group of people coming towards me. I'm kind of freaking out. They end up walking by me. Okay, whatever. So a couple minutes later, same thing happens again. This time I'm not so scared because I was like, what was I thinking? I'm not going to get in trouble or anything, or nobody's going to do anything. Another group walks straight up to me. There's this, like, it's a group of black people. It's a group of like 8 or 9 black people. I'm a little 12-year-old kid. Literal 12-year-old kid. I'm not that scared at this point though, because I'm like, what the hell's happening?
You went scared of a group of 7 or 8
hold on. I was a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, but
he was naive.
So everybody's older except for the one kid who starts.
What was the group that went before?
They were all black people too.
Shit, man.
But like,
fucking lightning striking twice in the same time. I don't know, booking the fuck out of there, man. Fuck that. No way.
So the group comes up. Everybody's older than me and taller than me, except for the one kid who walks up and starts talking to me. So this must be like
the leader.
In retrospect. This might have been like an initiation kind of thing. They might have been making him do this. So the kid, he has to be my age, if not a little bit older. Starts talking to me. He's like, "Hey man, how old are you?" And I'm like, "I should probably lie. 13." So I tell them I'm 13. They're like, "You here with anybody?" And I'm like, yeah, my parents, they're in the bathroom. They're about to come right out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, I'm doing this. So I'm like, yeah, they're right in there. They're about to come out. They're like, do you have any money? And I'm like, no. And the kid starts reaching in my front pockets. And I grabbed his hands and, like, threw him out of my pocket. I'm like, what are you doing? And he pushed me up against the car. And so I start freaking out. And they're like, the people in the back, they're like, man, he doesn't have anything. And then somebody yelled, punch him. And so the kid, like, strikes this, like, fighting pose, like, almost kind of like, yeah, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And then just, like, one punch, I'm down. He punched me. I was on the ground. My nose started, like, gushing blood, like, bleeding a lot. And he freaked out. Like, the kid who punched me started, I don't know if he was, like, trying to make fun of me or something. He was like, man, are you okay? You okay? Like, I don't know if he was being legitimate or what. So I start crawling away. I'm, like, crying at him not to punch me again. I crawl away. And all of them scatter the second they saw that I was bleeding. They all just fucking, oh, shit, run! Like, they all just bolt. So I'm sitting here on the side of the theater by myself, crawling on the ground, blood coming out of my nose. Like, I'm feeling my face. I'm like, holy shit. I didn't know what to do, so I crawled around, got up, walked to the front, like I had blood dripping down on my hoodie, walked to the front of the theater. The same group of kids who were in there talking, like, looked at me and were, oh shit, and they let me in. They grabbed a security guy. He ended up like running outside and grabbed two guys and came back. I didn't know what any of the people looked like, so he brought back two other guys, and I'm like, I don't know if this is them or not, but they ended up calling the cops. Cops came, talked to the cops. Then I saw my brother walking by while I was being questioned by a police officer. He looks fucking terrified, like he lost me. And like I guess the cops were there, so he was like starting to freak out. And I was just like, Tom, and he was like, oh my God. So they offered for me to go in an ambulance to the hospital. They were saying it seemed like it was broken, and they didn't want to send me home without going to the hospital. But I ended up calling my parents, telling them, and they told me to come home, and we ended up going to the hospital. Spent the entire night at the hospital, hardly got any sleep. But the end of the story, I guess, is like the movie theater ended up paying for the medical bills because we could have sued them for gross negligence because like they had no patrolling security and very low like lighting on the side of the building. But they never found anybody. And I had a broken nose.
Wow.
And
Dan
end. Hates United Artists Theater.
Oh, United Artists. Yeah, that was the theater. It's a dollar theater now in Garner. It's a dollar theater now.
My thing is that, like, I mean, moral of the story here is,
be afraid of a group of black people.
You see one black group of people and they let you off, you fucking run, because if there's another one, you're fucked. Like, you don't get two chances. You fucking run.